It was a quiet night. The sky was filled with stars, shining like silent witnesses of the world below. In a small village, surrounded by ordinary lives and ordinary dreams, sat a boy, staring at the sky. His name was Arif. He was only 12 years old, but his eyes, they didn't belong to a child. That night, Arif had just witnessed something that shook him deeply. His father, a hard-working man, had returned home after a long day. Tired, exhausted, yet instead of peace, there was anger. Arguments filled the house. Voices raised. Silence broke. And once again, happiness disappeared. Arif sat outside, confused. "Why are people never satisfied?" he whispered. "They work so hard, they earn money, they build homes." He looked up at the stars. Then why are they still unhappy? That question did not leave him. Days passed, but Arif couldn't forget that feeling. Everywhere he looked, he saw the same pattern. Rich people stressed, poor people struggling, successful people restless. One day, an old traveler passed through the village. He spoke of a place far in the mountains, a monastery, where monks lived in peace. True peace. That night, Arif made a decision, not out of impulse, but out of clarity. He walked to his mother. "I want to leave." His mother froze. "Leave? Where?" To find the answer. Tears filled her eyes. "You're just a child." Arif replied softly. "Maybe, but my question is not." And the next morning, he left. The path to the monastery was not easy. It was long, dangerous, lonely. Arif walked for days, through forests, across rivers, up steep mountains. He faced hunger, cold nights, fear, but something inside him kept pushing forward. Not ambition, not greed, a question. After days of struggle, he finally saw it. A simple structure, hidden between mountains. Silent, still, no guards, no noise, no movement, just peace. As Arif stepped closer, his heart began to beat faster. Is this where my answer is? At the entrance stood an old monk. Calm, still, eyes full of depth. This was Master Ryokan. Arif bowed. "Master, I want to learn how to be peaceful." The master looked at him, not at his face, but through him. "Why?" the master asked. Arif paused, then said, "Because I see people suffering, even when they have everything." Silence. The wind blew gently. Then the master spoke. "If you want peace, you must be ready to lose everything." Arif didn't hesitate. "I'm ready." The master turned. "Then stay." And just like that, Arif's new life began. The next morning, a loud wooden bell echoed. Arif woke up. It was still dark. He stepped outside and saw something strange. All the monks were sitting, still, silent, no talking, no movement, just breathing. Arif sat down too. At first, it felt easy, but within minutes, his legs hurt, his back ached, his thoughts exploded. Why am I here? This is boring. I can't do this. Time slowed down. After what felt like hours, the session ended. Arif rushed to the master. "Master, my mind is too noisy." The master pointed toward a river. "Look at it." Arif looked. The river flowed endlessly. "Does it stop?" the master asked. "No." "Then why do you want your mind to stop?" Arif was confused. "Then how do I find peace?" The master said, "Let the river flow, just don't jump into it." Arif didn't fully understand, but something stayed with him. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Arif's routine never changed. Wake up before sunrise, meditate, clean, work, eat in silence, sleep. No entertainment, no comfort, no praise. At first, Arif hated it. He missed his home, his friends, his old life. But slowly, something started shifting. He began noticing things. The sound of wind, the rhythm of his breath, the stillness between thoughts. But just when he thought things were getting better, a new enemy appeared. Arif started observing other monks. They are better than me. They sit longer. They look calmer. Doubt entered. Slowly, silently. During meditation, his thoughts changed. I'm not good enough. I'm failing. I'll never reach peace. The same place that once felt peaceful now felt like pressure. And one night, everything broke. Months had passed. From the outside, Arif looked like he was adapting. He followed every rule. He woke up on time. He meditated longer than before. But inside, a storm was growing. Every day during meditation, his thoughts became louder, not quieter. You're wasting your time. You're not improving. Everyone else is better than you. At first, he ignored them. Then he fought them. But the more he fought, the stronger they became. One morning, while sitting in meditation, Arav opened his eyes suddenly. His heart was racing. His breath was heavy. "I can't do this," he whispered. Around him, all the monks were still, calm, silent. That made it worse. Why am I the only one struggling? That question hit deeper than anything else. Because now, it wasn't just about peace. It was about self-worth. Days went by, but Arav changed. He spoke less, ate less, slept less. His eyes lost their spark. During work, he made mistakes. During meditation, he felt restless. Even the peaceful monastery started feeling like a prison. And the worst part? No one noticed. Or at least, that's what he thought. One cold night, Arav sat alone outside. The sky looked the same. Stars shining, wind blowing. But this time, he felt nothing. No curiosity, no peace, no purpose, just emptiness. Tears slowly rolled down his face. "I came here for answers." His voice trembled. "But I've only found more confusion." That night, he made a decision. Before sunrise, Arav packed his small bag. No noise, no goodbye, just quiet surrender. "This life is not for me." Step by step, he walked toward the gate. Each step felt heavier than the last. But something inside him kept saying, "Leave before you waste more time." As Arav reached the gate, he stopped. Someone was already there. Master Ryokan, standing still, as if he had been waiting all along. Arav looked down. "I'm leaving." Silence. The master didn't stop him, didn't question him. He just asked one thing. "Are you running away or moving forward?" Arav froze. I don't know." The master stepped closer. "Then answer this first." The master picked up a small seed from the ground. "If you plant this seed," he held it in his palm, "will it grow instantly?" "No," Arav replied. "What if you check it every hour? It still won't grow. What if you dig it up every day to see progress?" Arav shook his head. "It will die." The master looked directly into his eyes. "That's exactly what you are doing to yourself." Silence. Deep. Heavy. "You came here to grow." The master continued. "But instead of trusting the process, you keep digging yourself up." Arav's eyes filled with tears. Because deep inside, he knew it was true. He wasn't failing. He was interrupting his own growth. By doubting. By comparing. By expecting instant results. "I thought I wasn't ready," Arav whispered. The master nodded. "No one is." That hit hard. "Then how do I become ready?" Arav asked. The master smiled slightly. "You don't. Pause. You act, and readiness follows." Arav stood there, silent, broken, but for the first time, clear. He looked at the gate, then back at the monastery. This time, he didn't feel trapped. He felt tested. Slowly, he dropped his bag. "I'll stay." The master turned and walked back. "Good," he said softly. "Now start again." The next morning, everything was the same. Same bell, same cold air, same silent monks. But Arav was not the same. Earlier, he used to sit with expectation. "Today my mind will be calm. Today I'll improve." But now, he sat with no expectations. Just breathing, just observing, just being. And for the first time, meditation didn't feel like a task. It felt like rest. One afternoon, heavy rain started pouring. The monks continued their work as usual. Arav stood under a roof, watching. Earlier, he would have complained. "It's too cold. It's uncomfortable." But this time, he stepped into the rain. Drops hit his face. Cold, sharp, real. At first, his body resisted. But slowly, he stopped fighting. And something strange happened. The rain didn't feel like a problem anymore. It just felt like rain. That moment taught him something powerful. Backhand index pointing right. Suffering is not in the situation. It's in resistance. Days passed. Arav continued his routine. But now his mindset had changed. When he cleaned, he didn't think, "Why me?" When he carried water, he didn't think, "This is boring." He just did it. Fully. Silently. One day, another monk asked him, "Don't you get tired of doing the same thing every day?" Arav smiled softly. "Earlier, I was tired because I was thinking too much." Pause. "Now, I just do." During meditation, Arav stopped controlling his thoughts. Instead, he watched them. A thought came. What if you fail? Earlier fear. Now observation. Oh, that's a fear thought. Another thought came. You're not good enough. Earlier pain. Now awareness. Oh, that's insecurity. Slowly, thoughts lost their power because Arav stopped believing them. One day during training, A senior monk corrected Arav harshly. Wrong posture. Again. Earlier, Arav would feel hurt, angry, embarrassed. But this time, he bowed. Thank you. The senior monk was surprised, because Arav didn't react. He responded. That day, something invisible broke inside him. Ego. That night, Arav sat outside again. Same sky, same stars, same wind. But this time, everything felt different. There was no question, no confusion, no restlessness, just silence. Not outside, inside. The next morning, during meditation, something happened. No effort, no struggle. His mind became still, not because he forced it, but because he stopped interfering. Breath flowed naturally. Thoughts came and went. But Arav stayed still. For the first time, he wasn't chasing peace. He was peace. From a distance, Master Ryokan watched him. No words, no praise, just a quiet smile. Because he knew, Arav had crossed the most difficult stage. Not mastery, but understanding. Later that day, Arav approached the master. Master, something has changed. The master nodded. What did you find? Arav closed his eyes for a moment, then said, nothing. Pause. And that's why everything feels complete. The master smiled. Good. Now the real journey begins. The truth most people never learn. Arav finally understood. Backhand index pointing right peace is not something you create. Backhand index pointing right, it is something you uncover. Backhand index pointing right, the mind is not your enemy. Backhand index pointing right, your attachment to it is. Backhand index pointing right, you don't need control. Backhand index pointing right, you need awareness. The wind that once whispered peace through the mountains had now turned sharp, almost restless. Arav stood at the edge of a cliff, looking down into the endless valley below. The same place where he once came seeking silence, now echoed with questions louder than ever. Behind him, the monastery bells rang softly. But today they didn't calm him. Days had passed since the master left. No farewell, no instructions, just silence. At first, Arav believed it was another lesson. The master will return, he told himself. But deep down he knew. This time, he was alone. And for the first time since arriving at the monastery, fear entered his heart again. Not fear of the world, but fear of himself. That night, as rain crashed against the stone walls, Arav sat in meditation. But his mind refused to stay still. Memories flooded in. His past failures, the insults he once ran from, the pain he buried under peace. Suddenly, he opened his eyes. What if I've just been running again? The thought hit him like lightning. He stood up, breathing heavily. Am I truly at peace, or just hiding from the world? Before sunrise, Arav packed his small cloth bag. He walked to the master's empty room and bowed one last time. On the floor, he noticed a small piece of paper. It read, "Peace is not found in isolation, it is tested in chaos." Tears filled his eyes. This was your final lesson. The journey down the mountain felt different. He wasn't going back as the same broken man. He was going back as someone stronger. The city was loud, fast, unforgiving. But this time, Arav didn't feel lost. A man bumped into him. "Watch where you're going," he shouted. Arav smiled calmly. Maybe we both should. No anger, no ego. That evening, sitting in the crowd, Arav closed his eyes. The noise didn't disturb him, because the silence was now inside him. Days passed. Arav began helping others, not by preaching, but by being calm in chaos. A young boy asked him, "Sir, how do I find peace?" Arav smiled and said, "Don't escape life to find peace. Bring peace into your life." Clapperboard ending scene. Busy street. People rushing. And in the middle, Arav sits still, calm, unshaken. The city never slowed down. But Arav had. Not his steps, but his mind. Weeks turned into months. People began noticing something strange. In the middle of chaos, there was always one man who never reacted. That man was Arav. When people argued, he listened. When people panicked, he stayed calm. When people broke down, he stayed present. He didn't try to change the world. Yet somehow, the world around him began to change. One evening, a heated argument broke out in the marketplace. Two men shouting. Crowd gathering. Situation getting worse. Before things escalated, Arav stepped in. He didn't shout. He didn't force. He just stood between them, silently. Something strange happened. Their voices lowered. Their anger faded. Not because Arav said something powerful, but because his calm was stronger than their chaos. That night, Arav sat alone under the dim streetlight. He thought about his journey, from running away, to finding silence, to returning stronger. And then he smiled. Peace was never something to find. It was something to become. People started coming to him daily, not because he was a monk, but because he understood pain without judging it. He never gave long speeches, just simple truths like, control your reaction, not the situation. Silence is strength, not weakness. Your mind is your real battlefield. One day, a familiar figure appeared in the crowd. Old, calm, watching. It was the master, but he didn't call out to Arav. He just stood far away smiling. Because he already knew. Arav had learned everything. By the final test, a young man rushed toward Arav. Angry, frustrated. Tell me how to fix my life right now, he shouted. Everyone went silent. This was not a simple question. This was pressure, expectation, demand. Arav looked into his eyes calmly and said, your life doesn't need fixing. Your mind needs understanding. Silence. Deep silence. The young man's anger broke into tears. And in that moment, Arav didn't just give advice. He changed a life. Camera slowly zooms out. Crowded city. Fast life. Loud noise. And in the center, people sitting around Arav. Listening. Learning. Healing. Far in the distance, the master walks away into the shadows. His work is done. Peace is not a place you go. It's a power you build inside yourself.